The iron ore production and tailings comprehensive treatment and utilization production line is designed by Weifang Guoti Mining Equipment Company, Limited. This production line is based on the mineral processing equipment produced by our company and takes strong magnetic equipment as the core. It can effectively remove fine impurities in the raw ore, significantly increase the content of iron ore concentrate, and greatly improve the quality of the concentrate. At the same time, the production line also has the characteristics of large output of high-quality concentrate, high degree of automation, low comprehensive power consumption, stable and reliable process, recyclable production water, and zero dust in the production process. Its process flow is roughly divided into 4 parts. Ore crushing, right pointing arrow, particle grinding, right pointing arrow, magnetic separation and classification, right pointing arrow, dehydration and tailings treatment. 1. According to the original ore's own characteristics such as size, hardness and impurities, select 1 to 3 levels of crushing process to reduce the particle size of the original ore. The original ore in the silo is evenly and quantitatively vibrated and fed into the jaw crusher for primary crushing by the vibrating feeder. The jaw crusher crushes the original ore to 60 to 80 millimeters. The crushed ore enters the cone crusher, and the ore particle size is crushed to 10 to 20 millimeters again. The ore that does not reach this particle size is screened by the vibrating screen and returned to the cone crusher for secondary crushing. The ore particles with qualified particle size enter the wet ball mill for grinding through the conveyor belt. 2. Under the rotation of the ball mill, the ore particles are ground to a size of 60 mesh or finer. The coarse particles that cannot reach a size of 60 mesh or finer are classified by the cyclone and returned to the ball mill for secondary grinding. 3. The qualified mineral slurry is transported to the magnetic separation and impurity removal process stage through pipelines. First, the ore pulp enters the wet strong magnetic drum magnetic separator for purification. Since the material contains hematite, the impurity removed ore pulp enters the GTLH vertical ring high gradient magnetic separator for secondary purification. Under the extremely strong induction magnetic field of the equipment with a background field strength of 1.0 T and an induction magnetic field of 1.5 T, all the fine-grained impurities in the ore pulp are separated out. The pulsation system equipped with the vertical ring high-gradient magnetic separator greatly improves the precision grade of the iron ore. 4. The finished iron ore concentrate obtained after purification enters the thickening tank containing a thickener through a conveying pipeline. The concentrated finished slurry is deposited at the bottom of the tank and gathered to the discharge port by a thickening rake. It is then dehydrated through a vacuum filter. The filter covered with micropores separates the iron ore slurry into solid and liquid. The separated water can be recycled and reused as mineral processing water. The iron ore concentrate is transported to the finished product yard by a conveyor.